Hi, this is Kevin Sousa. Welcome back to video 41 about my faults and mistakes and challenges, problems I've had in life that I've resolved or I'm still resolving. And I'd like to talk to you today about a little bit about my background. When I grew up, we weren't wealthy, okay, but we weren't poor either. Uh, Five children and the mother and father, big family, seven people in one home. I can remember as far back at the age of 3 living in a tenement on second floor, and then by the time I was 8 years old, we moved into a brand newly built ranch in the north end of New Bedford, Massachusetts, and was brought up there the rest of our lives as children. And from age 8 until 17, 18, I lived there, and then moved out when I went into the Air Force. Then I quit the Air Force, came back, lived at home another year, and then left again for the New England Conservatory of Music in Boston. And that's where a friend of mine in school approached me about joining him in the Amway business. Now, I was wet behind the ears. I had no preconceived notions about the business, so I joined him. I scraped up the $100 that I had to get for the kit and joined him, and had no clue what I was doing. But let's back up to when I was a child. You know, we lived in kind of an average lifestyle. I'm very grateful to have clothes and food and shelter and being able to be brought up, without being poor like a lot of people. And but I wanted more. I wanted more than just being average. I didn't want to stay average. I wanted more. Maybe that was why I signed up to that Amway business at age 19, well over 30 years ago, because I wanted more. I could see how it would work, but I had no clue how to do it. I had no idea. I had to learn how to sell in Amway. I had to learn how to recruit in Amway. And I wasn't very good at it at all. I was not consistent. Nobody joined me when I first held my two first home meetings in my mother's house. She let me use her house. And I don't know, total about 80 people came to my home in 2 sessions, and not one of them joined me. And so I was faced with a decision. Do I quit or do I keep going on? And that decision caused me to isolate myself from what were friends and even family for quite a few years. I got a job. I quit college for Amway. Now, that was stupid at the time, but looking back, it wasn't so stupid. And because it wasn't college for singing opera wasn't what I wanted to do. So I got a job in factories, I got jobs in restaurants, and eventually got jobs in sales, and was still unhappy because everything was average. I was still living an average life. And the reason why I wasn't happy is because I wasn't doing my joy, my bliss. I wasn't going to a job that I thoroughly looked forward to every single day. That was my problem. I wasn't, I was very independent, and I just didn't like having bosses lord over me. Hey, I didn't have a formal education, but my independent spirit was screaming for more. And I knew that back then, the Amway business was right for me. Here's how. I listened to cassette tapes, I read books, and I attended every single meeting there were. I went to weekend rallies too, weekend seminars, and learned from highly successful people, but made one big mistake. I did not put into consistent action that which they taught me, because I had a lot of personal growth mentally in my mindset to go through. And I didn't realize that personal growth journey was going to take me at least 20 years. Okay, until I was in my 40s, when I finally made the decision to take a look at the internet and see what I could do online. And it wasn't until 2005 when I found a way on the internet to be able to work something that I absolutely loved, my bliss, if you will, to be able to build an income large enough to exceed that which I was earning on my full-time job, so that I would never have to work a job again forever, the rest of my life. And hopefully that'll remain true for the rest of my life. But in 2008, 3 years after I started online, I was able to leave my full-time job the day before I turned 50. I literally retired from the job market and able to work full-time from home ever since, and have been very happy as a result of that. Now, today, when I talk with people about taking a look at a way to earn some income online, I get all kinds of responses, and lots of responses are negative. Oh, is this going to cost me money? Well, of course it's going to cost you money. It's your own business. you know, do I have to call all my friends and family, and is this a scam? And I get a lot of negative preconceived notions from people about what I'm offering. And it's really sad because, people use the excuse that they don't have the money to get started, yet they have money for other things, which are less important than their dreams. And the reason they don't set aside the little bit of money that it takes to start their own business online is because they don't believe that they can achieve the dream that they, hold in their head, very lightly. They take it very lightly. And I find it very sad. And but on the other hand, there are lots of people out there who have joined me and who have decided that their dream is important enough to come up with, I don't know, $25, $50, $100, whatever it costs to start your own online business and get started. And so I decided to make it my life mission for the rest of my life to offer people a way to earn some income online. No guarantees. Hey, income disclosure here. Not everybody's going to earn income. But then again, not everybody's going to do what it takes to earn it either, which is a diligent learning process to be able to learn how to drive traffic to their websites and build a list and convert sales so that they can create an income for themselves. And so if you have problems with your job and you would like to do something in addition to it, join me. Click the link below and take a look at what I'm doing, because what I'm doing for me works. For my wife and I, and for our daughter Ashley, who has autism. And so if you would like to learn from someone who knows what they're doing and someone you trust, okay, then click the link below and join us. And you too can help make your life even better than it already is. Okay? So this is Kevin Sousa. Make it a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon.